Hey everyone, welcome back to another guitar tutorial. Today it's going to be on Taylor Swift's This Love, which she recently released her Taylor's version to, and if you haven't heard it yet, go check it out because it's absolutely incredible. I really thought she was going to do Speak Now as her next album, but apparently it's going to be 1989, and it's fine because obviously I love both of them, being a massive Swiftie, but I was preparing myself for Speak Now, but apparently it's going to be 1989, so I'm going to be relearning all the songs from 1989, and then I'm going to be posting a few of them onto my YouTube channel so that you can learn how to play a simplified version of them on guitar for beginners. So for this song, I'm going to be teaching you all the chords you need for it. It is going to be fingerstyle, so it's going to be a lot of plucking, but luckily once you get the hang of the rhythm of the plucking, it's quite repetitive, so it's quite easy to play once you learn how to play the initial parts. So yeah, I'm going to show you all the chords you need for the song. I'm going to be placing the capo on the 4th fret. This is how it sounds in the recording with the most simplest chords, but obviously feel free to put the capo where you like, wherever best suits your voice. So it's going to be standard tuning, and I'm going to be labelling the strings 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 is the high E string at the bottom. So the first chord you're going to be needing for the song is a C chord, and in relation to the capo, it's going to be your 1st fret 2nd string, your 2nd fret 4th string, and your 3rd fret 5th string. The next chord you're going to be needing is a variation of the G chord. I think it's called the G over B chord, but I'm not too sure. But you're going to be keeping your finger on the 1st fret where it is, so 1st fret 2nd string. Then it's going to be your 2nd fret 5th string and your 3rd fret 6th string. So it's just going to be the C chord, and then you're going to move your top 2 fingers up 1 fret, 1 string. The next chord you're going to be needing is an A minor chord, so it's again going to be keeping your 1st fret 2nd string, it's going to be your 2nd fret 4th and 3rd strings. And the last and final chord you're going to be needing for the song is the simplest version of the F chord that you can play, which is going to be your 1st frets with the 1st and 2nd strings barred, your 2nd fret with the 3rd string, and your 3rd fret with the 4th string. Okay, so now we've gone through the chords, we're going to be going through the plucking pattern that you're going to need for the song. So you're going to be starting on the C chord, and you're going to be playing a little plucking pattern that sounds like this. And how you do that is you're going to be plucking the 5th string, then the 3rd string, then the 5th string again, then the 2nd string, then the 3rd string, then the 5th string, then the 2nd string. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking off the 1st fret 2nd string, so you're going to be playing the 2nd string open, and then you're going to be playing the 3rd string, then the 5th string, then the 2nd string again back to normal, and then the 3rd string, then the 5th string, then the 2nd string. Now that can take a while to learn, but once you get your head around it, it's a lot easier. So you're just going to be playing that a few times so that you can understand what I'm doing here. So 5, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, open 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2. And then you're going to be moving on to the variation of the G chord, and you're going to be doing the exact same thing, but instead of using the 5th string, you're going to be using the 6th string. So it's going to go 6, 3, 6, 2, 3, 6, open 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 6, 2. Then you're going to be moving to the A minor chord, and you're going to be doing the same thing but with the 5th string. So it's going to be 5, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, open 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2. And lastly, we're going to be using the F chord, and for the F chord, you're going to be using the 4th string. So it's going to go 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, open 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2. Okay, so again, it's a bit confusing, but once you get your head around it, it becomes a lot easier. So that's basically your intro. So it's going to go C, G, A minor, F, move on to the first verse, which is going to be starting on the F chord. Now I'm going to be showing you in terms of chords, but you can take what we've just learned and apply it to each chord. So whenever I tell you to play the F chord for one measure, that is the F chord for one measure, what we just learned here. And it's going to apply for all of the same chords. So when we start on the F chord, we're going to be playing... So it's going to go clear blue water, high tide came and brought you in. So that's going to be 2 measures of the F. So clear blue water, high tide came and brought you C in. And I could go on and on and on. And just another pointer, with the release of the first fret, you don't always have to do it. So it sounds perfectly fine if you never do it, and sometimes you can just do it for the intro or just for one of the 2 measures. You can play around a bit with it. I don't always like to do it, but it really does add that extra note that you can really hear in the song, which is why I love it so much. So anyway, so what we've got so far is F for 2 measures, high tide came and brought you in, C for 2 measures, and I could go on and on and on. F for 2 measures again. Skies grew darker, current swept you out again, C, and you were still gone and gone, gone and gone. And then we move on to the pre-chorus. So then for the pre-chorus, you're going to be playing the A minor for 2 measures and then the F for 2 measures. So it's going to go in silent screams, in wildest dreams, you never dreamed of this. And then we move on to the chorus, which is going to go C for 1 measure, G for 1 measure, A minor for 1 measure, and then F for 1 measure. Exactly the same as the intro. So it's going to go, this love is good, this love is bad, this love is alive, back from da-da-da. These hands had to let it go free, and this love came back to me, oh. And then you're going to be playing through that again. So C, oh, G, and then we move on to the second verse, which is going to be the exact same as the first verse. Tossing, turning, struggle through the night with someone new, and I could go on and on and on. Lantern burning, flickered in my mind, only you, but you've still gone, 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 been losing grip on sinking ships. You showed up just in time. And then onto the chorus. And for this chorus, you're going to be doing the same as you did for the last chorus, and then there's a little bit of an added section, but it's going to be the same chords in the same plucking pattern. So it's going to go, this love is good, this love is bad, this love is alive, back from da-da-da. These hands had to let it go free, and this love came back to me, oh. This love left a permanent mark, this love is glowing in the dark, oh. These hands had to let it go free, and this love came back to me, oh. Okay, so now we move on to the bridge, and for the bridge we're going to be playing each chord for only half a measure, and we're going to be starting on the G chord. So we're going to go A minor, F, C, G, A minor, F, C. Your kiss, my cheek, I watched you leave. Your smile, my ghost, I fell to my knees. When you were young, you just run, but you come back. So what you need? G, A minor, F. I'm going to be playing that through again so you can see what I'm doing. Your kiss, my cheek, I watched you leave. Your smile, my ghost, I fell to my knees. When you were young, you just run, but you come back. So what you need? And then back onto the chorus. This love is good, this love is bad, this love is alive, back from the dead. Oh, these hands had to let it go free, and this love came back to me. Oh, this love left a permanent mark. This love is glowing in the dark. Oh, these hands had to let it go free, and this love came back to me. Okay, and that is your whole song. This tutorial was quite confusing, so I am sorry about that, and there will be a lot of cuts, but I hope you guys can pick some stuff up from this tutorial and it helps you learn the song. It does get a lot easier because it's arpeggios. It does get a lot easier once you go through it again and again and again. But I wanted to get this tutorial up as quick as possible, and I only just heard the version the other day, but I was like, I have to make this because it's so beautiful and I love the notes in this guitar pattern. So yeah, I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. If you have any more recommendations about songs that I could do, either from the album or for some other albums, let me know in the comment section. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell as well for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.